Moving on now, unrest continues to rage in South Africa for the sixth straight day since former President Jacob Zuma began his 15-month jail term. Protests that swiftly turned violent have stoked fears of food and fuel shortages. 72 people have died and more than 1,200 people have been arrested. After looting spread through Durban, residents lined up outside shuttered shops to get whatever food was available. This after the government announced that days of protests, looting and riots could lead to food and medicine shortages in the next few weeks. The government has been under pressure to increase boots on the ground to quickly put a lid on the violence pummeling an already struggling economy. It has now sought to deploy around 25,000 troops to curb the disorder. Dozens of men took matters into their own hands and cracked down on looters undeterred by security forces. Looting has hit supply chains and transport links, especially in the southeastern province of KwaZulu-Natal. The violence has escalated, wrecking hundreds of businesses. Dozens of cars have been burnt. Many small, medium-sized and micro-enterprise businesses have been destroyed in the unrest. The country's consumer goods regulatory body estimated that more than 800 retail shops had been looted. Following the extensive disruption of food, fuel and medicine supply chains, President Cyril Ramaphosa has cautioned that parts of the country may soon be running short of basic provisions.
The one word that summarizes the impact is catastrophic, because even before the pandemic started and the current mayhem started, SMEs were already undergoing some deep, long-standing conditions.
Already buckling under the pressures of the COVID-19 pandemic and high unemployment, small businesses are the hardest hit and may not recover from the unrest. The South African Property Owners Association has revealed that more than 200 malls have been looted or destroyed and over 600 stores burnt or damaged so far. A 15-year-old boy was killed by a stray bullet in a Johannesburg township. Acting Minister in the presidency has appealed for calm, asking residents to resist the urge to stock up on supplies to avoid spreading COVID-19.
We urge members of the public to remain calm and exercise restraint during these trying times. Government is working with the National Consumer Goods Council to ensure food security. If we have members of the public flocking into the shops and malls to buy foodstuff, we are also risking the spread of COVID-19. We understand the concern for community for their safety and their need to protect their properties. We would like to urge these communities to work with the law enforcement agencies to stop the looting and violence and to operate within the rule of law.
The violence has also disrupted the coronavirus vaccine rollout and medicine deliveries to hospitals. With more than 2.2 million infections, the country is in the midst of a brutal virus third wave.